Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelly. I am a second and third grade teacher in Northern California, and tomorrow's the first day of school. I have been in my classroom for the last 3 days, prepping a zillion bajillion things to get ready for the first couple of days. And my goal for this video is to share with you everything that I have prepped for the first couple of days to give you some inspiration on activities or things that you might need to include in your classroom. Okay, so before we jump into everything that I have prepped for the first couple of days, I want to thank Joycat for sponsoring this portion of the video and for sending me some items that are going to increase the engagement in my classroom, in the learning of my sons at home, and hopefully for some of you. So before we jump into the things that I've prepped, I want to share these 5 amazing items with you, just in case it's exactly what you have been looking for. Before I do, I want to say that these items are particularly geared for our primary students. If you know me at all, you know that I have a 4-year-old son. He is starting TK this year. So I am, it's like crazy to say out loud, but I am so excited to support his learning at home. We are also diving deep into the science of reading here at my site, as well as a lot of teachers around the world. So these items directly support that as well. And I don't know about you, but typically, even if you teach the higher grades, you always have kids that need to revisit a lot of these primary skills. So let me show you what we have. So the first thing we have is this small pocket chart, which is perfect for small group, intervention, centers, anything like that. It is great for word work, for phonics. You can build all kinds of CVC words. You can do beginning, middle, and end sounds. There are photo cards that match all of the words that you can create. Like I just said, this really supports the science of reading and kids being able to manipulate those sounds and those phonemes and those graphemes. So this is definitely something that I'm gonna be taking home to work with my TKer. But again, if you teach those primary grades, this is something amazing to include in your small group center or any center really. So to kind of piggyback off of the pocket chart, they have this incredible magnetic alphabet set. There are 234 letters, uppercase and lowercase, bright colors. I use these for a zillion different things. Again, in my phonics center, in my small group, these are great for word work, manipulating sounds, all of the things that I have just mentioned, but also you can put them on any sort of a magnetic space and just let kids play with the letters to create words. It's a great vocabulary builder. If you don't have any sort of a magnetic letter set, this is an amazing, amazing one to add to your collection. I highly, highly recommend. This next one could not have come at the perfect time for me because my 4-year-old is starting TK. My 3-year-old really wanted his own backpack, so Joycat sent me one of these adorable toddler backpacks. They are super spacious. There's one big compartment, a main compartment, and then there are 2 compartments on the front and 2 on the sides, which are perfect for water bottles. They are lightweight and they have these really cute eye-catching designs to choose from. So if you have a little that wants a little backpack, these are the perfect go-to. These next things are a game changer for the littles. I am so excited to use these. These are the Magic Practice copybooks. They have an alphabet, numbers, math, drawing, and inside these books, there are these 3D grooves that the kiddos can use these special pens to trace. And the coolest thing is after about 10 to 20 seconds, the ink disappears so they can repeat practice. This is an amazing way for them to enhance their writing skills, those fine motor skills that are so hard to teach, but these do it in a fun and engaging way. So I cannot wait to use these with my little guy at home specifically. So the last of these 5 items I have to show you is this busy book. I have had a couple of these in the past, but this one is by far the best that I've seen. They are essentially content-rich activity books. There are 15 themed activities that the kids can do. There is letter learning, colors, vocabulary building, all kinds of engaging activities that the kids can play with. This is great for traveling, getting the kids off the screen, trying to help them learn at home or even in the classroom. But it's just an engaging, fun way to get them excited about learning. So another super fun addition to add either to your classroom or at home with your littles. So thank you, Joycat. I will have all of those items linked down below. They have other things on their website as well. So definitely make sure to go check them out, especially if you have littles or you have kids that are in those primary years. Now, let's jump into this mess that I have behind me, which is a plethora of things that I have prepped and prepared for the first couple days of school. All right, so now I'm gonna show you a couple of things that I have prepped and prepared. Everything that I show you will either be linked down below, or if I don't have a link, I will tell you. So let's start with something very, very simple. Every year on the first day of school, I take pictures of my kids outside to add to my family board, so I have them hold this little sign. I just made this on PowerPoint, I don't have a link. This year I am teaching a 2-3 combo, so I have a 3rd grade sign and a 2nd grade sign. This year, everything 2nd grade is blue and everything 3rd grade is green. That helps my brain. So that's the first thing I have. The next 2 things I want to show you are things that I send home on the first day of school. The first is our Star Student Get to Know Me poster. It looks like this. I will desperately try to find a link down below, but to be honest with you, I Googled Star Student poster and I just found one that I liked. So I will try and find this one, but if I can't find this one, there are a zillion on Google, on Teachers Pay Teachers, that are free, that do the same thing. So this is just a quick little get to know you, and when they're Star Student, they share their poster. So I have that ready to go. The next thing that I send home, I also don't have a link for because my team teacher creates the instructions, but the idea is very simple, and we call them me bags. So essentially, this page is the instructions, and we send home a brown paper bag, and inside the bag, they put 5 items. The first item is a picture or a drawing of your family, then their favorite food. Now, obviously, if your favorite food is pizza, you're gonna put in a photo or something creative, but not a slice of pizza. Something you like to play or do, another one of your favorite things, and something special about you. So the kids work on this over the weekend, and then we start doing these presentations the first full week of school. I also do a bag. This is a super fun way to get to know one another. I love a me bag. So that is ready to go. These next 2 items, I also don't have a link for, but you could find something very similar. My team made these. So this first one is a classroom treasure hunt, scavenger hunt tour. Basically, I will read you a couple and you will get the gist. Find something around the room that's made of wood. Find something that starts with the sound. Where are the pencils sharpened? So it's basically having them go around the room to find these things and get acquainted with the space. I love to tell the kids, you may open any drawer, any cabinet, as long as you don't take anything out. And it just kind of appeases that curiosity that they have about the space, and especially when they learn they get to open things up, it's like so fun for them. So we love doing that on the first day of school. And then this is a staple. I feel like all teachers do this, but it's just a basic get to know your class scavenger hunt. So find someone that can braid hair, find someone that likes bugs, find someone that can whistle. They go around the room, they chat with one another, and then if they fit one of these squares, they either sign their name or their initial or something like that. So I have that prepped for the first day of school as well. Moving on. This next game I have talked about in the past here on my channel, and this is actually a freebie in my TPT. This is called Get to Know You Jenga. Now, I personally went to Dollar Tree years ago and got the little Jenga sets. They are $1 and they work perfectly for this, but any Jenga you have will do. And I basically just colored with a marker on the edges of the blocks. So when they build their tower, it's all colorful. And then as they play the Jenga, depending on what color block they pull, there's a question that they have to answer. So again, this is free on my TPT. I will link it down below. So much fun because I actually make the groups. I don't let them choose, so I force them to be with people they don't know. They get to know one another while also playing Jenga. So, okay, this next project is our back to school project, and we call it Shades of Summer. We're doing it a little bit differently this year, but essentially the kids are going to choose a pair of sunglasses, and I'm gonna read the book Roller Coaster. If you don't know what it is, it's amazing. It's all about zooming in on one moment of time and writing something great about that one moment. So for example, they're gonna choose one thing they did over summer, like going to Yosemite, but specifically picking one moment, and then they're gonna have to choose 2 different perspectives from that moment. There's a lot of pre-teaching that goes on here, but it's super fun. And then the first day, they just get to draw the pictures, and then the days to come, we will write about it, and then we draw a portrait, and these go on their self-portrait. A different way that I've done this is, what are 2 things you did over the summer? And they draw just 2 basic pictures and then they write about it. It's much easier, but we're changing things up this year. So it's a really fun project if you need a little bit of inspo. These last few things that I have are things that we're going to use throughout the whole year, but I do love to make sure to prep beforehand. It is mostly writing based. Now, We are doing interactive writing journals this year. I will link the whole package that I bought down below where all of this stuff comes from. I am so excited about this. Like I said, I'm teaching a second, third grade combo, so I'm teaching writing together. So that being said, to have interactive notebooks, we need notebooks. The bundle that I have below comes with a little writing notebook cover. So I glued all these on here. The kids will write their name. There is nothing on the inside right now, but I had all these prepped, ready to go. And then the only other thing I pre-prepped were these spelling dictionaries. Now these are gonna stay in their writing folders. These from the bundle are phenomenal. It's just high frequency words that they might need, but then it goes like above and beyond, and it has like other words to use for said, other words to use for good, just things that can really elevate their writing. So I am really excited to use these this year, and they're all prepped and ready to go. Okay, I feel like I'm ending on a dud, but it really is the only other thing that I have prepped other than their desks, which I will show you last. But this is a spiral math review. I have a second grade packet and a third grade packet. I will try and link this down below. It's from Teachers Pay Teachers. Essentially, this is what my kids do every morning when they walk in. Not on the first couple days of school, but definitely starting next week. So I wanted to have these ready to go. I will pass them out Friday, so they are ready to rock and roll on Monday. But there's basically 5 little problems that they do in the morning, and then we go through them when we start math. So these are all ready to go. Now, the last thing I want to show you are student desks, but I have to do it from afar because all the names are on them. So before I show you what it looks like, I want to explain what you're going to see. The first thing you're going to see is a brown grocery bag. I went to Safeway and I bought 26 bags for $2.60. So when the kids come in, they're going to take all of the supplies they brought and they're going to put them in this grocery bag. This grocery bag also has their name tag stapled to it. So they're going to put everything in the bag and then we're going to put the bags somewhere else. Okay? I'm telling you, this is like a game-changing move because then I have a designated time of the day where we're going to go through the supplies slowly one by one. But the first thing in the morning, the last thing you want are supplies everywhere and the kids don't know where to put anything and it's like, ugh, we have other things to do. So everything goes in the bag and then it gets put in the back of the room. I also have on there a folder, which is where their unfinished work is going to go. And they also have a second name tag, which is their first task of the day. They come in and they have to color their name tag using at least 7 colors. I have like some parameters that I put on the board. So that's what's on their desk. They also have their login cards, and I use these little like square adhesives from the Target Dollar Spot, you guys. They are amazing. I will link them down below, and their cards fit perfectly right in there. And that's all they have on their desk for the first day of school. So I'm gonna pan you around quickly to show you that, and then we're gonna end the video. All right, so basically that's what it looks like when they walk in, and then I will have some sort of a message on the TV. This is the board that will be out front. Yay, we are so excited. I cannot believe school is starting tomorrow, but this is what the room looks like. Speaking of the room, if you missed any of the classroom setup videos, definitely go back and watch those. The next video I'm posting is a full classroom tour, so definitely make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. I can't believe this school year is starting. It has been 8 months since I have taught, and I am so excited to get back into it and meet these kids. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.